Hello, Mr. Geiselhardt here, and we're going to take a look at this question. It says Nolan and Mikan are riding the Ferris wheel in different boxes. The radius of the Ferris wheel is 101 feet. If Nolan is in box 1 and Mikan is in box 3, looking at each other, they are wondering how far directly they are apart. So how far are they directly apart from one another? When we're talking about directly, we're talking about a chord. So how far is it from 1 over to 3? That's what I'm looking for. So what we need to do is make a triangle that has the center be the central angle, and then two of the sides are the radius, and one of the sides connects 1 and 3. Now, I have to figure out the measure of the angle. So if I were to take that triangle, I'm just going to draw it out here a little bit bigger so we can see. I need to find the measure of the central angle. Well, because there's 10 carts around here, and I know there's 360 degrees in a circle, I'm going to take 360 divided by 10, and that will give me 36. So that means that each one of these separate spaces is 36 degrees. So if I add those up, that's going to be 72. So now what I have to do is make a right triangle by cutting that in half, which means my angle is cut in half, and that will be 36. The hypotenuse is going to be 101 because that's the radius of my Ferris wheel. So I have x and x there. So if I want to find x, this is the opposite, this is the hypotenuse, so that means I have the sine of 36 is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse. This becomes a multiplication problem. So I do x equals 101 times the sine of 36. And when I do that, you're going to end up with something like 59.3663. Now, that's only one of the x's. There's two x's down here, so I have to multiply that by 2. And when I do that, I'm going to end up with 118.7362. So that will be my answer for the first one. Now, the second part is asking us for, not for the, it says, how far will Nolan travel in box 1 around the circle or the arc length to end up in Mikan's car position at number 3 if the Ferris wheel rotates clockwise? So what that means is I want to start here again, and I'm going to go this time along the outside. So what I need to do is I have to go from here over to here. Well, that's just part of the circumference. So we know that's 2 pi r for the circumference times the fraction of the circle. Well, the fraction of the circle is 72 over 360. So that's 2 times pi times the radius times 72 over 360. And when you do that, you're going to end up with 126.92. And that will be my answer for that one.